From all of us at Construction Equipment, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Sending love from our Nogdawindaman family to yours this holiday season.
These times can often be difficult, so we send along the message to be gentle and kind in everything you do.
Wherever possible, sprinkle that holiday magic in everything that you do.
Happy holidays from Nogdawindaman.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
We all know that 705 Sports loves to take questions from the community, and we're looking to go one step further. Send in your video question and it will be used on the show. Dan and I will break down your question and answer it the best to our ability so you can really feel you're a part of the 705 Sports community. 705 Sports airs every Friday at noon on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page, plus our video on demand service at SiouxOnline.com. May all that is beautiful, meaningful, and brings you joy by yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. From the management and staff from Community Living Algoma, we wish you a Christmas that is merry and bright.
Hi, we're the crew from the Canadian Bushbine Heritage Centre. Christmas is coming in about 24 days. We just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the folks in Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area for your support during the last 12 months. We want to wish you and your family and your friends the very best for a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Season's greetings from all of us at Maker North.
Good
Wow,
morning.
hello. Yes, we just had the sound
just woke
explode
up.
in our ear. Yeah, wow. Nothing says good morning quite like blaring music. Anyway, welcome to this Friday edition of First Local Mornings. It is December the 10th.
2 weeks before Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve, I guess.
I'm going to unhear that, but yes.
Yes, well, it's reality, and got to start our Christmas shopping, or I have to start yet. I don't know
Oh yeah,
about
me
you.
too,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Got
But
2 weeks.
Every year though, I have it like I've already kind of executed what I'm
Me
getting
too.
in my head, so it's just a matter of going out,
Getting
gathering
it.
those things,
Leaving.
doing the wrapping, and
I
you
hate
know
the
what?
wrapping.
Hopefully the theaters will remain open, and because the girls and I go see a movie on Christmas Eve.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we have a big storm coming. If
A weather bomb.
a weather bomb, it's called. Actually, I didn't know they did this, but they actually name winter storms now. And this one is the first named winter storm that's coming our way. It's called
Okay.
Atticus.
Atticus.
And it's called a weather bomb because right now it's just a mundane little storm. It's heading our way.
Okay.
It's going to drop its low pressure. It's going to automatically drop.
All right.
That's why it's called a bomb. And when
Okay.
it goes into the bomb, it just it's like throwing a rock into a puddle. And you
Okay.
see it just explode like that.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen.
Oh,
And it's going
very
to give us
interesting. Ooh.
a mix of snow, heavy wet snow. Not like the dry snow we've had over the last couple of days. It's going to be the heavy stuff mixed with rain and freezing rain. And we're going to take a look now at a radar or a satellite shot. You can clearly see where it is, that big gray mess out to the west. That is all heading our way, as you can see right there on the 12-hour loop. It's going to take about 10 to 12 hours before it really gets here. It doesn't look like it's going to start until after midnight. But
Okay.
then by tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up to a nice thick blanket of wet snow, and then it's going to transition into rain.
I will
And
have to make sure that I remember my windshield cover.
Yes, for sure, because it's going to get quite slippery out there too tomorrow.
Ooh.
With the winds. I should mention the winds. The winds are going to be quite strong, plus gusty to about 80 kilometers an hour. So it's just going to be a terrible Saturday.
Ah,
But it's a slow mover now, but once it crosses the Great Lakes, it's out of here.
okay.
Right? And then for next week, do I have some news for next week?
Good news, I hope.
It's pretty good news. It's pretty good news. I'll give you all those details coming up, but right now, Heidi has the news.
I do have some news. All right. Well, we've already covered the weather bomb called Atticus, so I'm not going to belabor that point because it's coming. There's nothing we can do. I didn't actually hear the part about when the snow will end, so is it just going to be all weekend?
No.
Okay.
It's, like I said, it's going to quickly move out of the area Saturday. So we're going to get the dumping tonight.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, so further to our ongoing coverage of the City Council discussions, the budgetary meetings. Of course, presentations are made at these council meetings, and Dan has been very diligent in bringing us the relevant bits of information, such as those that we have been covering. So in October, we did report to you that the Verde Hall, the former Verde Hall, will soon be opening up as a homeless shelter. And according to the DSAB CEO, Mike Nadeau, they have managed to now increase the number of individuals that will be able to service at this location. So the Verde is targeted to be open by December the 20th. And this is, of course, according to Mike Nadeau. It will now be able to house roughly 24 individuals. So for those of you who don't know, the Verde is located approximately 100 meters west of the what once was a strip club, the property that is now just known as 89 Hudson. The location of the Verde is almost right underneath the International Bridge. However, from the bridge, you can still see it. At the beginning of November, Megan Brennan at DSAB did give us more information and details on what will be located there. Her quote, she does say, yes, social services will be leasing the former Verde Hall to serve as a temporary shelter. We expect there to be, in that moment when she did give us this quote, it was only estimated that they could service 14 individuals. Again, Mike Nadeau provided an update, so that number has now increased to 24. Brennan went on to say that they are describing it as a low barrier shelter, meaning it will provide a bed for those individuals who have been overflowed and or banned from other shelters locally. It will be staffed with Canadian Mental Health Association workers. It will also have security, washrooms, and showers. So she was able to confirm that the Verde will also become a home for one of our community help groups, saving our young adults from prescription drugs, also known as the acronym SOYA. And according to DSAB, the former Sacred Heart School on Wellington Street East will eventually take the place of the Verde and will serve as a permanent home for the shelter. So good job, Dan. For more details, please do go to our website at sueonline.com. And so on to the next item that he brought forward. So, again, like the discussions have been lengthy. They are crunching numbers as far as budget goes. So the city of Sault Ste. Marie has been able to add $50,000 to the revenue stream associated with the waste management program because the cost of recycling has apparently gone back up. So during the presentation of the budget, Director of Public Works Susan Hamilton Beach was able to explain the increase. She did say, our landfill revenue continues to exceed the value that we included in our budget. This is regularly reviewed every 5 years using the averages included in our system. We also saw the 50-50 revenue share recycling increase to that number that I just gave you, $50,000. In previous years, she did note that the number was negligible, so they set it to 0 for the budget. And when Councillor Marchie Bruni was asked for further explanation around the money involved, Hamilton Beach responded. She said, I believe the $50,000 a year you're speaking of is strictly associated with the revenue that we receive for our recycling products, explained Hamilton Beach. So actually, right before the pandemic, again, the value of this material was virtually set to 0. In fact, we almost had to pay, or we did have to pay, for first suppliers to take the materials from us. So Hamilton Beach also made a point of telling council that the grant money the city receives for recycling has gone up by $36,500. All right. Sorry, Mike? Okay, good. So yesterday I was able to sit down and do a Zoom interview with 2 local entrepreneurs, one Melinda Sharphart and her husband Curtis. Now, they in the summertime launched a business around developing family trees. Melinda is a graduate of Algoma University. She was frequently commended for her excellent research skills, and she did say that her love of genealogy and researching things historical did start as early as OAC when she was given an assignment in her class to develop a family tree. So now, with the pandemic affecting people in the community, the increasing people's loneliness, their sense of isolation, as well, her family being personally impacted by the pandemic in that her husband did lose his job as a result of pandemic restrictions, they made this decision to go forward with this business. They have a fantastic website. They are running a special right now, so I encourage you to go to their website. If you go look at my article, I've included links to their Facebook page and the website. And here's a little bit from the video.
Well, thank you for having us.
We're happy to be here.
So now, Melinda, I know that as a university graduate, you were recognized for your skills in research. I guess my first question is, what made you decide to do family trees? Like, what pushed you in that direction?
Well, actually, family trees started way, way back when I was in OAC.
Okay.
So we're looking back in about 1996, 97. It was a English project.
Okay.
And I just started doing my grandpa's and grandma's trees. 20 some years down the road, between working, university, it just always seemed to stick with me, the love of researching history in that. So much so my 1 degree is actually in history.
Okay.
So then we went on with that, and pretty much when Ancestry started, like Ancestry.ca and that.
Right.
It reunited that whole passion for finding family trees and being able to find ancestors that pretty much I hit roadblocks.
To be able to give to someone. So if you're still struggling to find something, you have until December 15th to put in your order. Go check out the video in its entirety and my article. And now we're going to go over to Craig for some more details on the weather.
Well, Heidi, right now we're seeing somewhat of a mild morning. Temperatures hovering around the freezing mark. I should note that in the next couple of hours we could see some light mist, and that mist may freeze on contact, so be mindful of that. Only for a couple of hours though. For the most part, we're going to see mainly cloudy conditions, temperatures still on the mild side. Taking a look at the live shot of the St. Mary's River, and it looks fairly calm right now. You wouldn't know there's a huge storm heading our way over the next 12 hours. We will take a look at your 12-hour forecast, and this is what we look like for your day today. A mix of sun and cloud. We'll be lucky if we see a little bit of splash of sun today. Temperatures right now at around -1, +2 for your afternoon. We're going to start, we could see some light flurry activity in the afternoon, nothing too heavy. And as I said before, we're going to see the bulk of this stuff come in during the overnight. It could start late this evening, but for the most part, it's going to come in during the overnight, giving us at least 10 centimeters of snow, possibly 15 by tomorrow morning. But look at the temperatures for your evening, still at +2 and only at freezing for the overnight period. I will give you the full lowdown on what's coming our way, when it's coming, and then what's coming after it in the 3-day forecast and the 7-day forecast. I'll do that in just a little bit. Right now, we're sending right back to Heidi.
Well, I still remain optimistic. I like the temperatures being as mild as they are, so fantastic. We are going to take a break now so that we can, be entertained by the season's greetings from some of our local businesses. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about our local COVID numbers, a low-risk exposure, and some other interesting details. So go fill your cup and come on back. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Hi, we're the crew from the Canadian Bushbine Heritage Centre. Christmas is coming in about 24 days. We just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the folks in Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area for your support during the last 12 months. We want to wish you and your family and your friends the very best for a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
From all of us at Construction Equipment, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas!
Season's greetings from all of us at Maker North.
Good morning and welcome back. It is Friday, December the 10th, and we have some mild weather, but apparently a weather bomb coming. So let's just get the COVID numbers out of the way. So Algoma Public Health is reporting 14 new cases of COVID-19. This came out yesterday evening. 13 from Sault Ste. Marie and area and 1 from Elliott Lake and area. The number of active cases in this moment has decreased to 257, and the number of those cases that are hospitalized actually has now fallen from 10 down to 5. Additionally, Algoma Public Health is reporting a low-risk public exposure at the Thessalon Memorial Community Arena. So this did take place on Friday, December the 3rd, between the times of 6:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Any individual who was at the Thessalon Memorial Community Arena on December 3rd between 6:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. is being asked to self-monitor for signs and symptoms of COVID-19 for 10 days from the date of potential exposure, self-isolate immediately if symptoms develop, and seek testing if symptoms occur. So as per the streamlined reporting process, I can tell you that the newly reported cases have acquired their infections as follows. 7 are close contacts of confirmed cases. 2 are in this moment have an unknown source of infection. 1 is due to international travel, and 4 are still being investigated to determine their source of infection. Okay, so that's done. On to some good news. So, we have been following the Crime Stoppers 12 Days of Christmas Vacation Draw. So yesterday, of course, was day 9. So on the 9th day of Christmas, Crime Stoppers gave away 2 prizes of $150 respectively to Kelly Frazier and Karen Barbin. Congratulations. And then the first prize, a trip to Cayacoco, Cuba, for 2 adults for 7 nights did go to Paul Stewart. Now, this package included round-trip airfare for 2 from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario to Cayacoco via Toronto on Air Canada. It includes a round-trip transfer from the airport to the resort, 7 nights at Memories Flamenco Beach Resort, Flamenco, in a standard room, breakfast, lunch, dinner daily, a buffet, and a la carte options. Unlimited alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, and they do not include items of a personal nature. So congratulations once again to all the winners. The next draw will be today at 12 noon at the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service in the Station Mall location at 293 Bay Street. Of course, not open to the public, but you can watch it live on Facebook. What was that, Michael? Sorry? About a minute and a half. All right. Okay, well, last call to participate in community discussions for the city's Canada Water Agency initiative. So throughout the past few months, the City of Sault Ste. Marie has partnered with the Lake Huron Collaborative's Dr. Elaine Ho-Tassoni to lead a series of 8 community discussions. So participants have shared perspectives regarding having the Canada Water Agency in Sault Ste. Marie, as well as priorities and values for ensuring a water-secure Algoma district. So the final discussion in the series is to be held virtually December the 11th, so tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It is a free event available to Sioux residents and Indigenous communities and organizations within the District of Algoma. So if you do go to our website, you see this article, you can register just by clicking on a link. All right, let's do a really quick factoid here. I want to talk to you about Frank Zappa. So it was on this date, December 10th in 1971, Frank Zappa was playing the first of 2 nights at London's Rainbow Theatre in England. He was pushed off the stage by Trevor Howell, the jealous boyfriend of an audience member. Now, Zappa fell onto the concrete-floored orchestra pit. The band thought that he had been killed. He was not killed. He did, however, suffer serious fractures, head trauma, and injuries to his back, leg, and neck, as well as a crushed larynx, which ultimately caused his voice to drop a third after healing. So this accident actually resulted in him using a wheelchair for an extended period, forcing him off the road for over half a year. Obviously made a comeback, however, significant, and you're just performing, you're just doing your thing. So, okay, what? Over to Craig. All right, let's get some more weather happening. Craig.
Well, Heidi, we're already starting to see the influence of some warmer air coming in from the south, and that's going to set up for a beautiful week as far as temperatures go, where we could end up seeing plus 10 by Thursday of next week as we continue to build up these temperatures. But we are watching, of course, this big storm coming for later on tonight and into our day Saturday. Here it comes right here. You can see it's starting to fill in. So we're already starting to see some cloud from the system, but the low pressure system is still way back, so it's still got a way to go. But it's going to start giving us some heavy snow showers for the overnight period tonight. Let's take a look at the radar. We can show you really nothing to worry about. We're just going to see these clouds fill in for most of the day. Could see a little bit of sun too, and we could also see some pockets of some light freezing drizzle for the afternoon period, or for the morning period and into the afternoon. Nothing really too much to worry about, but be mindful that you know, it could get a little slippery out there. Let's take a look now at the temperatures. Not bad, +2 for your high today, -1 in Wawa, -2 in Timmins, and -1 in Sudbury. We're going to see those temperatures really get up there over the next couple of days. This is what we look like on the map. Here's that system coming for later on this afternoon into our evening. Mostly for the overnight period, we're going to start seeing those heavy snow showers, then transitioning over to rain showers for part of the day on Saturday. It's going to be back and forth with wet snow, then rain and freezing rain, plus some very strong winds also pushing up some very warm air into the area for the next several days. So this is what we look like for your next week as we see those warm temperatures build in. You can see what's happening. There's a high pressure system in the south that is pumping up this warm air. And as I said, we're going to see temperatures like +5, +6, all the way up to +10 by next Thursday. So it's going to get a little sloppy out there. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. For today, a mix of precipitation, let's say some very light flurries, a chance of seeing some drizzle, temperatures at +2. The winds are going to start picking up later on this afternoon from the southwest. Temperatures for your day on Saturday, +1, but it's going to be a mix of rain and snow showers, mainly a mixed precipitation for most of your day. Saturday, the heavy snow, as I said, is coming in tonight. We could see anywhere from 10 to 15 centimeters accumulate overnight tonight into our Saturday morning. On Sunday, things get a little wet with some showers lingering around. Then that's going to pull out and leave us with some partial clearing for Sunday. Temperatures, though, nice and warm at 3 degrees. That's well above seasonal. And again, we're going to see those well above seasonal temperatures last right into next week. But there is a catch, and I will tell you what is coming after that on the 7-day forecast coming up at the end of the show. Right now, let's send it right back to Heidi.
So much to do about weather. All right, we're going to take one more break now, give you a chance to digest all that Craig just put into your brains. Go fill your cup and listen to these words from our sponsors.
May all that is beautiful, meaningful, and brings you joy by yours this holiday season and throughout the coming year. From the management and staff from Community Living Algoma, we wish you a Christmas that is merry and bright.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. You got like a little foreshadowing of Heidi there as we played the intro. Okay, back to local. On December 7th, officers with patrol services did charge 28-year-old Kimberly Robinson with robbery. Around 10:30 a.m., the accused attended a business in the 200 block of McNabb Street, selected approximately $1,400 worth of items, and attempted to leave the store without trying to pay for the items. Store staff and a patron stopped the accused from leaving, but while doing so, the accused struck 2 people. Both victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries. So Kimberly was detained and held for police. Upon arrival, officers arrested the accused. She is charged with robbery and assault causing bodily harm. She was held for bail court and later released with conditions. She is scheduled to appear in court on January 9th, 2022. So the Ontario Science Table did make some recommendations, particularly around children in school, with regards to rapid antigen testing in a voluntary capacity. Correspondingly, yesterday, both of my kids came home with packs of these tests. It is indicated in the letter that accompanied the pack that participation in this program is, again, voluntary. It is meant to identify individuals who are not fully vaccinated, who may be COVID positive and are asymptomatic. So parents, if you have children in elementary level school, you may want to check their backpacks. Those packages are in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to do one more factoid, I think, and then we'll get right into social media. So continuing with my love of the Beatles, December 10th in 1998, a recording of a 1963 Beatles concert was sold at auction at Christie's in London, and it went for $41,500. The tape of the Beatles' 10-song concert was recorded by the chief technician at the Gaumont Theatre in Bournemouth during one of 6 consecutive nights which the Beatles had played. Also sold for $8,500 was a set of autographs of 5 Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Pete Best, and Stuart Sutcliffe. The autographs had been obtained by a fan in Liverpool in 1961. There you go. If you've got any Beatles paraphernalia ripping around, you can make some money.
Time for social media.
Time for social media. All right. Margaret McCaig beating everybody to the punch this morning. She says, good morning all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Kimberly is watching. Thank you for watching, Kimberly. Joseph Bertrand says, happy Friday all. Happy Friday to you, Joseph. I hope you'll be doing some jamming this weekend. Bradley is watching. Thank you, Bradley. Joanne Burmaster. I like that name. Good morning. Yay, Friday. Yeah, she's got it all in caps, too. Yeah. It's like, I should be yelling it,
Definitely.
But, that might be aggressive. So Bradley says, good morning with 3 exclamation points. Happy Friday. Well, yeah. Enica, good morning all. Have a great Friday and a fantastic weekend. Well, to you as well, Enica. Bradley, fun fact. Shakespeare chewed on his pencils when he wrote plays. He chewed his pencils so badly, in fact, it became impossible to tell if the pencil was to be or not to be. Pandering to my love of literature. Jackie Hazelton, rawr. She says TGIFF. Oh, there's an extra F in there. I have many favorite words that start with F. I'm going to say thank goodness it's finally Friday. We'll go with that.
Okay.
We'll save the other one for later. Sure. Ruth, can't watch today, but wishing everyone a happy Friday. Ruth, thank you for popping in and sending your wishes. Margie Ian Goldsborough, have a fab day. You too. You have a fab day and a great weekend. Kimberly says, good morning all. Happy Friday. 3 exclamation points and a plethora of emojis. But Ruth came back on. She is watching. Oh, you're just keeping us dancing on the edge. Leslie Wilson says, good Friday morning. Good Friday morning Leslie. To you. And Steph Swanson says, happy Friday all. Happy Friday to you as well.
Leslie Wilson made me a huge wreath for my door last year. By the way, she does that.
Wow.
Beautiful job.
Nice.
So if you want your Christmas decorations, your wreath, go see Leslie.
Well, I think that's kind of...
we're like the 7 days.
Did you see what I just about did there?
Yeah, you almost forgot the 7 day. And it's a very important 7 day. Let's take a look.
It is a very important 7 day.
Look at first of all, note that big sun on Tuesday. And look at those temperatures. Those are like springtime temperatures.
Oh God,
10 degrees. Let's hope we hit 10 degrees on Thursday. But it also comes with some rain on Thursday.
Yeah.
And the big trouble is the next day when we drop down to negative numbers.
Right.
So it could be a little icy.
Be skating to work.
We could be skating to work on Friday. So that's what your 7 day forecast. Let's hope that holds true. It doesn't look like we have any huge system coming in next week until Thursday with some rain showers, but we'll have more on that next week.
You know what's interesting is like Friday, so a week from today will be the last day before Christmas break. Imagine if they have to cancel school because it's,
Wow, that's...
Yeah, Christmas break starts on
that's
December 20th.
Coming up real quick. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's coming up real quick.
It is coming up very quickly. Do your shopping.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. All right, you know what? It's been a great week, and we look forward to seeing you again on Monday morning. Cheers.
Play safe.
We all know that 705 Sports loves to take questions from the community, and we're looking to go one step further. Send in your video question, and it will be used on the show. Dan and I will break down your question and answer it the best to our ability so you can really feel you're a part of the 705 Sports community. 705 Sports airs every Friday at noon on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page, plus our video-on-demand service at SiouxOnline.com.